What's going on, everybody? It's Adonis at Absolutely Tech, and today we're going to be going over how to get the most out of your messaging app in iOS 8. As you all know, messages is something that we use on a day-to-day basis, and iOS 8 came and changed a lot and enhanced that application a ton. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go over what has changed and how we can benefit from it. To the right of me here, we have some quick links for the video. Take a look at them. Look good to me, man. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into settings. And we're gonna go down to messages. And these are the settings that I wanna make sure you guys have toggled on. You wanna toggle on iMessage. And you wanna make sure that these messages down, these settings down here for messages, your message history, you understand what that's set up for. I have mine set for forever. That just basically means that it's never going to delete. And also audio messages and video messages, I recommend expire after 2 minutes, or else your phone will have tons of things stored in your messaging app and you'll have no space on your phone. So just keep that in mind. Other things you want to make sure we have turned on, we're going to go into our keyboard settings. So we're going to go to General, Keyboard. You want to make sure predictive is toggled on because we're going to go over that as well. Select keyboards. I just want to show you what this looks like to add a keyboard. We're going to add new keyboard, and we have options here obviously to add language keyboards and third-party keyboards. Keep in mind third-party keyboards are downloaded through the App Store. There is no keyboard store at the moment. I'm not sure if that's something that Apple's going to roll out later, but right now they are apps that you have to download to the phone to get the keyboards to show here in the keyboard settings window. So we're going to go home and we're going to jump into the Messages app. So we'll jump into messages right now. This is a conversation between Mike Perez and Toshi, both sick dancers with A-Team. Check them out. I will leave a link in the description for you guys. Now, our conversations are for anime. We love anime and stuff, so if you don't like it, sorry about it. We're gonna jump into audio messages. So I'm gonna press and hold on the microphone on the bottom right-hand corner. And you're gonna see my voice being recorded. Now what that means is it's recording my voice as a voice audio message, not a voice to text. So keep that in mind. So if anybody's familiar with Voxer, you'll know what that means. It's just a voice message. I can send it with the arrow or I can cancel it with the X. I'm gonna cancel it. Next thing is the pictures and video. So I'm going to select the camera to the left. Now if I press that one, it's gonna give us what we've already seen before in older OS, like iOS 7, as I have my photos here that I can select to send out if I want to, right? Like say this one, I wanted to send this one. This is Mike Perez, sick photographer. So if you're in Vegas, check him out. If you want to do headshots, things like that. Pool season's on the way, right? So check him out, super sick. So if I wanted to send that, I can send the photo, right? I can add a comment if I wanted to. I'm not gonna do that though. Now, if I want to do something else with the camera, I can press and hold the camera button and it will automatically bring up my camera. That's my microphone that I'm using at the moment. So I can take a photo or I can record a video with it. So I'm gonna hit X. I'm not gonna do either. So that's how you can use the camera inside of the messaging app. Now you can use the front facing camera as well. There'll be a little camera in the upper right hand corner when you're in that mode. So just keep that in mind. Now, if I tap the messages button in the center, you're going to see a gray bar. On mine, it says I, the, and you. Now that's predictive text. So predictive text is exactly what you think it is. It's predicting what you're going to text. Now this will change depending on what you're typing or who you're talking to. Also the context that you're typing. So if you're talking to somebody that is, it's a professional email, and you've talked to this person in the past, it's going to recommend the vernacular that you use with that person. As opposed to when I'm talking to my friends and I type in, yes sir, right? And I select that, the next time I type it in the conversation, once it's already sent and I've done it a couple times, it's not gonna show up as a correction. It's gonna show up as an option to actually select inside of that. So the more that you use it, it will learn how you speak with certain people. So I love that. Now, sometimes you'll be using it, but it'll disappear like this. Now, this is just a collapsed view of it. There's a little line above the T and the Y. If I touch that and drag it up, you'll see it open back up. So just keep that in mind. It's not disappeared, it's just collapsed. Now to actually shut off predictive, there is a little globe in the bottom left. I'm gonna select that, press and hold, and you'll see a little toggle to turn it on and off. You can toggle it on and off there. Now also in this window, you have your keyboards. I have Nintype, English, and emoji. So whatever third-party keyboard you have set up in the settings that we showed you earlier will show up here. Third-party keyboards at the moment, there are a lot of them. Some that work really, really well, some that don't, but all of them crash. All of them crash. I want you to keep that in mind. For whatever reason, iOS 8 hasn't optimized the keyboard function quite yet. It's not really there. It works, but maybe like 60% of the time. And I'm not trying to over exaggerate it. Literally, you'll go to the app sometimes, or you'll be typing on in Notes or Safari, and sometimes the keyboard won't even show up. It'll just be blank, or the orientation of the keyboard is landscape and you're in portrait mode at the moment. It's really finicky. That's why I tend to not use them. Sometimes when they have an update, I check to see if anything's fixed. A lot of times it's enhancements to the actual keyboard, but I just hope in the future Apple updates iOS 8 to take full advantage of the collaboration between the two. I just feel like they're just not talking well enough with each other yet. Now another thing that we can do is forwarding. So forwarding works very, very simple. So if I press and hold haha, I'll press and hold that, hit more. Bottom right, you're gonna see a forward arrow. Now the beauty about this is I can select multiple things. So I'm gonna select smiley or the crazy face, Netflix, yes, and I'm gonna hit the forward arrow. Now what you're gonna notice is it selected all of those things and put it in as a message that I'm going to send. So you can send multiple things, whether it be photos, if there's a video in there, you can send that as well. Pretty neat. My favorite thing about messages though is gotta be details. So if I hit details in the group, upper right hand corner, you'll see options here. So I can name the group that I'm in. I can see the people in the group. I can also add a contact to the group, which is very handy. Other things is also sending my location, my current location. So let's say we're gonna meet up at a coffee shop that I'm at. They don't know where that coffee shop's at. I can send my current location. It'll show up as a message in the feed. They can select it. It'll take them to their map and they can navigate to where I am. So I love it. My share my location though is another really cool feature. If I touch it, it gives me options and I can share for an hour, until the end of the day, or indefinitely. This is great for family members to make sure that they can kind of keep track where their kids are, or if they just want to make sure they know where they are just in case something crazy happens. Now if I scroll down, you see do not disturb. This is probably the best thing for anybody that has ever had group message craziness syndrome. And what that is you're sleeping at night, you're in a group message with maybe coworkers or friends that you have, and somebody starts something crazy in the thread, and it goes nuts, and your phone just goes off the hook, and you're like, what is going on? And all you want to do is text back, can you please stop or remove me from the thread, trying to sleep. So instead of being that or even going that far, all you have to do is mute it, which is do not disturb. It'll mute all notifications from that thread. You will still receive them, but it won't make any noise. I love this so much. I can also leave the conversation, which is sometimes a good thing. Now down here are all my attachments. The attachments would be photos, video, audios, things like that. Now the beauty of this is I don't have to hunt through the thread at all. They're all in one area. This is Toshi. He has sent me some photos from when he was in Brazil. He actually dances with Jason Derulo. So he was on tour there. He sent us some photos, so I don't have to hunt for these. They're all in one area. And I can select, press and hold, and I can hit more, and I can save them if I want to. I can select them all. I can delete them. I'm not gonna do any of those. So I'm gonna show you what this looks like in a regular one-on-one text message. So we're gonna go back, and I'm gonna select me and Toshi's conversation, hit details. So here's the same thing, but this time it doesn't have the list of contacts since it's just one, right? I'm just talking to one person. I still have my location stuff. Do not disturb is still there, and so is my attachments. This one has a video and a photo. So the final thing we're gonna go over is handoff. Now handoff is not a app specific thing. It is a iOS feature. However, this is fantastic for text message. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to go to settings. We're going to go to messages, and I'm going to go to text message forwarding. So what this does, it shows any device that I have my Apple ID on, also that it's in Bluetooth and on Wi-Fi network. Now the beautiful thing about this is I can send text messages to my Mac, to an iPod, to an iPad. Why is this important? Well, if, like myself, I produce music, or maybe you edit video, or maybe you do a lot of work on your computer, but you don't have your phone next to you all the time. Maybe it's in another room charging, but you get a text message, and you missed the text message because you're nowhere near your phone. This actually forwards it to your computer. Now some of you say, hey man, that already happens. Yes, it does happen with iMessages. With Apple's devices that have iMessage, they will come through to your computer. Text messages won't. This enables that, which is fantastic. So any of you that have Windows Phone friends, Android friends, BlackBerry friends, they can now reside in that messaging window on your Mac. I love it. I will be doing a video on handoff later on in the year. So if you guys want to learn more about that, let me know. So hopefully I helped shed some light on the Messages app, helped you guys understand some of the features that are there in iOS 8, and hopefully you guys will have a better understanding of how to utilize those things now in your day-to-day. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any suggestions on new videos or questions about the one that I just did, leave it down in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Till next time guys, see you later.